Hello, welcome back to another video. Enemy Donnie here. We are doing What If Luffy Ate the Kaze NoMi Part 5. We last left off where what's it called? We last left off where Luffy and his partners, like Nami, Zoro, all of them had just entered Alabasta. There's no Alabasta. Luffy already knows that Crocodile has been going rogue, and yes, there's no Vivi in this because unlike the original, this is actually like a planned visit, and it's not like an accidental or somebody told him to go. It's like a marine visit, so he's going over there to capture Crocodile. But Luffy has other plans. Now let's get into the video. Zoro defeats Mr. One with ease, chopping off his steel arms and defeating him, having Luffy put him in a place on a ship. Luffy then says to his other fellow marines they tell him, Zoro will be your leader on this island. I will be leaving. Kobe say, why Luffy? He says, well, Luffy then says, I have some business to handle and I need to train for real. I'm not going to be going out a punk and I need to defeat that man Kaido. Says Luffy, I need to take his spot as an admiral. Luffy says to Kobe says, I understand, but who's going to be our leader? For now, your leaders will be Kobe and Zoro. Zoro, Kobe, you will need to lead these two. For now, you will be addressed as boss. He says, and then he looks at them. Address Zoro and Kobe as boss. They will lead you into this battle, and I'm gonna say this right now: Crocodile is no funny business. He is a very strong warlord of the sea. It won't be easy, but I need you guys to defeat him. If not, well, there's no if not. I know you guys can do it. Just, when you can, call me on the snail phone. Luffy says. He gets on the ship, and as he's leaving, they each salute. Kobe, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Usopp. Oh, by the way, Usopp is his girlfriend isn't coming on the ship with him. She's actually staying. Isn't going on Alabasta with him. She's actually staying because she actually needs help. So Luffy set out another boat to she set out another boat to go get a reindeer they heard about from not too far from the Red Line. He's in the Grand Line of Port. Chopper. They're going to get Chopper. That's all I gotta say. So yeah. Luffy seems to be heading back to Enies Lobby. Enies Lobby is a destroyed island pretty much. The whole entire island is basically in like shutters, you know what I'm saying? And there seems to be Marines working on it. Luffy gets back just to see Sabo and Ace back too. Sabo and Ace say, so you got the same idea too, huh, Luffy? Luffy says, listen. Luffy's been angry ever since what Akainu said. He says, listen, don't get in my way. I'm going to train so hard. I'm not going to stop. I'm not stopping to eat. I'm not stopping for nothing. I'm going to defeat Akainu, says Luffy. I'm going to defeat him. And don't question me. Don't stop me. And don't get in my way, says Luffy to Sabo and Ace, and he walks away. Sabo and Ace try to say something to Luffy, but they know there's no point. Luffy's going to get strong. Maybe even stronger than them. Sabo and Ace walk away as they get back to the top of Enies Lobby to watch over everybody's work. That's what they're mainly there for, and to also keep guard. The admirals had already left long ago. So now we head back to Alabasta. Zoro, Nami, every single one of them, they're there, and by now they've pretty much defeated almost all of the Baroque works, besides Crocodile and Crocodile and Robin. Those two. Those are the only two that they haven't defeated yet. Kobe and Zoro are great leaders at this. Zoro has already Luffy had already put in a suggestion for making them the next two vice admirals that need to come up. Luffy then says, "But give me more time with them." But also, it doesn't seem like there's gonna be enough time for them to become, vice admirals, because most of the vice admiral are barely setting into their place. So yeah, there are not gonna be any admirals needed. Vice admirals needed at the time. So yeah. But let's go back into Alabasta. They finally make it to where Crocodile seems that Robin is also there, but she's in the shadows hiding from Crocodile. Kobe sensing her with his observation haki. Kobe has great observation haki. So does Zoro. Zoro has better, but not really. They have low-key the same. Kobe senses Robin, and he gets there. He says, "Who are you? Are you Mrs. All Sunday I've heard about?" He then sees her and he says, You're Nico Robin. He then pulls out a poster. He says, You're one of the most wanted people by the government," says Kobe. But Kobe then says, "Luffy told me you weren't such a bad person." Robin then says, "Luffy? He's here. I'm safe." Kobe says, "What do you mean? Besides, Luffy's not here. We're just his partners. We're near his strength. We'll be able to take care of this man. But why?" Nico Robin says, "He's gonna kill me once I read the poneglyphs for him. But I don't want to do so because he's just not the right person to have that power in his hands." Kobe's like, "This is why you're most wanted. One of the most wanted people ever by the government." Kobe laughs. He says, "No worries. We'll take out this person, and we'll see to it what Luffy would do. What Luffy would do about you." Robin says, "Okay." She sighs and she sits down in calm. She's in relief. She says, "I'm safe. If Luffy's crew here and Luffy's gonna take care of me, I'll be perfectly fine." Keep in mind, Robin was actually the only crew member who had already had a bounty on her head before before they went into that. Before she got in the crew. Besides, I don't think Zoro had a bounty either. But yeah, she was actually the only person on the Straw Hats crew with a bounty on her head before the rest of them went on. Besides Jinbei besides Jinbei, I don't think Yamato had a bounty on her head either. But we do know Jinbei did. So yeah. So actually, she won't. I'm just gonna let you guys know this right now. She will not be joining the members of Luffy. Luffy's gonna have different plans for her. Now, Zoro, Kobe, Sanji, Nami, Usopp, and Zoro, Nami, Kobe, Usopp, and Sanji face off against Crocodile. But before we get into that, we're gonna go back into Luffy's part. We see Luffy. It's on a nearby island near Enies Lobby, destroying trees, destroying humongous mountains and boulders like it's nothing. He's chopping mountains in half with his wind. The more matter he gets, the stronger he gets. And yes, that's actually a different power for Luffy. The more angry he gets, the stronger his wind gets. Because if you think about it, windstorms, people say, "Oh, it's an angry windstorm," you know what I'm saying? And when the windstorms are super strong. So the madder Luffy gets, the stronger his wind gets. He's able to chop through almost anything. And this also affects on Luffy's mind ever since he ate the devil fruit, which also affects his will, causing his haki to get stronger. Luffy is pretty much a different breed, just saying. So, yeah. The more angry he gets, the stronger Luffy can get. So, yeah. Yeah. Luffy's chopping through mountain as he gains more rage for what Akainu said to him on that island. He thinks back, Akainu saying, "Kid, get out of my way. You'll never be as strong as me. You'll never be an admiral with such weaklings like you." The more Luffy thinks about it, the more angry he gets. Luffy then lets out a scream. Ha! The whole entire island is taken down. It wasn't a big one, but it was a tiny one. Not owned by the government, not owned by anybody. The whole entire island was taken down with a scream of Luffy. Using the winds, the reason why the island broke is the winds by Luffy just immersed out of his body, causing the winds to go straight, cutting down every single tree, every single mountain to tiny, 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 tiny pieces. Even the floors had came down and sunk into the bottom of the sea. Well, starting to sunk to the bottom of the sea. Luffy then makes it back to Enies lobby. He goes on Enies lobby and he grabs Sabo. He tells Sabo, "Fight me. Fight him now." Luffy says, "I know you're the strongest out of us three, but it's not gonna be for long. Once I defeat you, I'm gonna take my throne as the strongest of us three," says Luffy, yelling in Sabo's face. Sabo says, "Calm down, Luffy." Luffy then pushes Sabo off his chest and goes for a punch straight to Sabo's face, hitting Sabo right in Sabo's jaw with a hockey-infused punch. Punching Sabo so hard in his jaw that it actually, it doesn't knock him out, but it actually affects Sabo a bit. Sabo gets up and tells Luffy, "Stop. Stop it, Luffy." And Luffy then goes for another, a death, like this, could kill it. Like, he basically wrapping around the wind around his, hand, and it's, in a whirl, like a swirl, going from, pretty much like a stab. Yeah, like a stab. And it's like a drill, kind of, like a drill, yeah. But before he could, Ace cuts in front and uses Haki to stop the whole penetration. He says to Luffy, and he punches Luffy in his face. He says, "Hey, you idiot! Stop it! You're getting out of control." Ace says, as he gets angry. Ace also has a similar ability to Luffy as, fire. He gets angry and he heats up a bit, and he grabs Luffy by his chest. He says, "Listen, dumb idiot. We understand you're mad, but you need to control yourself." Luffy's ice calms down as, he starts to control himself as well. He says, "You see me controlling myself. I understand what your powers do, what your ability does. My ability does nearly the same. It may not be as strong as yours, but you need to understand, Luffy. You need to control yourself. And the better you control yourself, the stronger you can get," he says, and he throws Luffy off. Sabo then jumps up. He's actually pretty injured, pretty badly. Not super injured, not like he can't barely walk. He just slings back up without looking at Luffy. He's a bit pissed off. But they're brothers in Fitchula, so of course they'll get over it. Now we head back to Zoro, and we head back to Zoro and Kobe and, the rest of the crew on Alabasta. Zoro slices the stomach of Crocodile with Haki, but it seems not to work. It seems like Crocodile teared apart his body before Zoro could slice, and then before Zoro can react, a Crocodile goes straight for the arm with sand around it, draining all of the water in his body. Robin yelling out from the side, "Zoro, you guys, you cannot. You need water in order to defeat him, unless you have that Haki. And besides, you need to make sure to strike him unknowingly because he has great observation Haki," says Robin. This takes Zoro to upset as he can't use his arm. It kind of looks like how it was drained from Inma, something like that, but it's not like Haki drain, it's something else. So his arm is kind of weak. He then grabs water out of his pockets, like a water bottle. He says, "Thanks, but Luffy told me this on the way there." Flashback to when Luffy told him this. Luffy tells Kobe and Zoro to themselves, say, "Make sure to have water. Crocodile will kill you if you guys don't have water. You can use water to attack him, and you can use water to heal yourself from his draining abilities. He will drain all the liquid from your body on certain body parts until you have no liquid in your body no more. So make sure to have water, or you will die," says Luffy. Zoro then goes for an attack, an unknowingly one, is using Ashita, ability he hasn't used yet, slicing Crocodile loads of times, about 9 times actually, you could say. Crocodile's bleeding out from other places, but he doesn't use this as a weakness. He doesn't take it too much effect. The only problem with it though is that the blood that's leaking onto his body causes some of his sand to harden. So those are the spots that he can get hit in. This is when Kobe steps in as he jumps up, Haki infused, kicks Crocodile in the side.
Crocodile lifts himself up so it doesn't affect him. But Kobe says, I got you where I wanted to. He then flips over. He not flips over, the kick, and then he uses that momentum to spin around and kick him with the back of his foot infused with Haki to the head. Crocodile is blasted back. Then Sanji jumps up. He says, I won't be bested either. Flipping up, boom, bottom of his foot. NoMi then jumps in. She says, hey, I'm strong. I'm stronger than almost all of you. Kobe and Zoro laugh, said, not us. NoMi says, well, I'm stronger than Sanji and Usopp. She jumps up and she punches like a soccer kind of punch. No, it's not useless punch like soccer. You know how soccer be punching? Something like that. Punches him in his face. Crocodile is knocked on the ground and Nico Robin appears. She knows how to use Haki, by the way. She uses Haki in each one of her hands and grabs Crocodile, rendering him pretty much useless. He can't really use his ability. And Crocodile's nearly knocked out. Zoro says to Kobe. They look, not even say nothing. They look at each other and they laugh. They pull out the water and not all of it, but pours it on Crocodile. Usopp says, it's my time. They throw up Crocodile in the air, and Usopp, using like a regular rock, infusing the rock with Haki, throws it at slings it. And for those guys saying, oh, Haki shouldn't be attached to this since he's not touching it, that actually works though. He can actually attach Haki to things like slinging shots, by the way, because that actually works, just letting you guys know. So yeah, he can do that. Usopp slings this rock at it and it goes straight through the heart. Not the heart, straight through the, he shoots 3. One goes in the stomach, one goes through both of the shoulders. We're knocking Crocodile out. They then put him on a little smaller ship that can fit all 3 of them. Put him in a cage. He goes to Eni's lobby. Zoro says, he said he'd be meeting us here. They make it to Eni lobbies and they place Crocodile on the ground. Luffy's on the ground, just, punching and kicking, shadowboxing pretty much. And he sees this. He says, he took him out. It doesn't seem anything really happened to you guys. And it doesn't seem too much happening, guys. I'm proud of y'all. You guys have truly become strong. So yeah, on that note, we are going to end the video. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll be updated on my daily uploads. Subscribe to the Marx Spade, link in the description down below. And yeah, peace out.